Hi guys, welcome to another Figuring Out Japan video. We sell all the coolest Japanese collectibles and figurines straight out of Japan, and you can find out more details about us in the description of this video, including our Facebook page and our eBay store. So rather than actually reviewing any figures in this video, I'm actually going to talk about custom and repaint figures. So I actually made another similar video to this a little while back, talking about the difference between fake versus some custom figures. The reason why I'm sort of redoing this one is because I actually we don't, as a policy, we don't open figures just to make the video. So if it's unopened, we don't open them. And we happened to get one of these in, which was the already opened Super Saiyan Vegetto MSP. And so since I already have a repaint version of him, I thought it would be a good chance to actually show them side by side. So I may be covering some of the same material, but hopefully you find this video informative. So firstly, a fake figure is exactly that. It is a figure that has not been licensed. So these figures that you see in the foreground were released by Banpresto, which are owned by Bandai Namco Holdings. So they would pay whoever it is, Toei Animation, Bird Studio, rights to sell and release merchandise of the Dragon Ball Z franchise or the Dragon Ball franchise. So they are official products. Fake figures are obviously not officially licensed products. They are basically just cheap knockoffs, and as a result, they tend to be quite cheap, but from a collector's point of view, they're basically worthless. They have basically zero resale value, and they do tend to be pretty crappy quality. There's a sort of fine line, well, a bit of a, custom figures, you could, I don't know, they are not officially licensed products. So the figure that you actually see in the background, which is an extremely cool Super Saiyan Goku, is not an officially licensed product. It is a custom piece. So somebody has actually, it wasn't me, actually made the design, made the mold, and it actually assembles in a couple of different pieces, but has made this figure. But I wouldn't call this fake because it's not a copy of an actual released figure. To me, that is what a fake figure is. When a company like Banpresto has made a figure, for example, like this Super Saiyan Vegetto, and somebody has made a cheap knockoff of that figure. That Goku, there has never been a commercially released version of that Super Saiyan Goku. So somebody has actually created it from scratch. It is, it is an original thing, but it's not licensed. So that's why we don't sell custom figures, because we pride ourselves on the fact that like I'm filming this in Japan now. I'm in Japan. All our stuff is absolutely 100% genuine stuff, and that just cannot be brought into question. So we don't sell custom figures. If you are interested in custom figures, get in touch with us. We can organize it for you. But I will warn you, they are generally very, very expensive because they're not, mass-produced figures. Somebody has spent a lot of time to produce. Could be one, could be that Goku. I reckon there's less than 10 that were ever produced. So they're very, very rare figures. They tend to be the custom stuff, not the fake stuff. The custom stuff tends to be very, very high quality. So that is custom figures. What I wanted to talk about mostly actually in this video was repaint figures. So a repaint figure is a figure that is a genuine, officially released and licensed product that has been repainted. So the Vegetto, the Super Saiyan Vegetto that you see here on the left, this is the normal, it is the normal Vegetto MSP. So if you buy this figure, the Super Saiyan Vegetto MSP from Banpresto, this is exactly what you will be getting. It is exactly what you will be getting. and I actually have the box here handy. That is the box. So you can see it is an officially licensed product. It's got the Dragon Ball Kai logo, and it's got the gold toe animation sticker, and it's got all the sort of copyrights and warnings and things on the back. And you can see for use as prize in Japan only in the bottom left. So yeah, commercially, there were thousands of these produced in Japan. The one on the right is the same figure. So this figure once upon a time looked like that. It came in the box, and this actually is my figure, so I still have the original box. So it looked exactly like that, but it's just been repainted. And as you can see, this particular one, it has a bit more toning in it. It's got obviously all the grey, the silver lining. It's got a bit of sort of blood and grime in his arms, and yeah, you can see his hair as well. So, oops. So that is the difference between the. So that is what a repaint figure is, basically. So that is the difference between the two. So you can see, like, the mold is exactly the same, but it's just the paint job that's different. So that's the only difference between them. Now, in terms of prices, I actually did not make this Vegetto. I bought it, and I paid about, it was nearly 10 times the amount as the standard version. So it was very expensive. I don't know, maybe it was a bit of an impulse buy for me, but I saw it and I was like, it's really cool. And actually, one of the main reasons why it was so expensive was because it actually came with this blue energy thing. I don't know what you call it, blue energy wave, which when he sits in it, I can't really sit him in it now because the Goku's there. I don't want to lift him out because he's very heavy, the Goku. But yeah, it came with this sort of blue thing, and he sits in that, and that looks super cool. Like, it is one of the best looking display figures that I have in my collection. I have a pretty decent collection. So yeah, but that costs, as I said, nearly 10 times the amount, because it is somebody has spent a lot of time and effort in doing that, and in addition to that, it is a one-of-a-kind piece. There is no other Vegetto in the world that looks exactly like that. Whereas that one, there are thousands. It's still very collectible, don't get me wrong. It's actually already pretty hard to get, even though it was released less than a year ago. But obviously it is like the standard version. So anyway, that's what a repaint looks like. A lot of people actually in Japan do this as a hobby. Whenever a new figure is released, you often see a few different repaints that people do and make for sale. So clearly people do it as a bit of a hobby. And you could do this as well. You could buy the standard version, and you could do your own repaint. You could do your own sort of your own version of it. So I hope that video was informative. If you have any questions, please leave a comment, or you can get in touch with us either via email or Facebook. All the details are in the description of this video. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.